When I was a little kid, about 5 or 6 years old, I suppose, my father would come home from work every day, and he worked as a mathematician and a computer programmer. Well, this one day he brought home $100, and that was a lot of money. Not only was it a lot of money in the mid 60s, 40 some odd years ago now, about 45 years ago probably, but not only did he bring home $100 that day from the bank, but he brought it home all in a big stack of $1 bills. And there was a band sealed around the outside of this stack of 100 $1 bills. So he took the bills, and pretty soon his attention, being the mathematician that he was, his attention went to the most important thing on there, which was the serial number. Well, that got kind of boring for us kids after a while, to watch him counting through a stack of $1 bills and looking at each serial number along the way. So I think at one point my oldest brother Doug walked past, and he said, just smart aleck to my dad, he said, "Dad, are they all there?" And my dad just said, "Yeah, not only are they all there, there's an extra one." And we all went, what? An extra one? We all ran over, and he counted through it numerous times, and there was one extra bill in that stack. And so then the argument went up, "I get the extra one, come on. Yeah, you're right, Dad, $100, that's yours, but I get the extra one, okay. He said, no, it's not ours." And what are you talking about? It was in the stack, right? He said, "No, it's not, doesn't belong to us, it's the bank's." And we all just were confused. But it's only, $1, and they made the mistake, and no big deal. It's not like a lot of money and everything, and they don't even know. They just gave you what they thought was a stack of $100, and there's one extra. And he's, "No, this belongs to the bank. I'm taking it back to the bank." He took it back to the bank, and he came home that night and described what happened. And he walked into the bank, went up to the teller, and explained to her what had happened. And she called the manager over, and the manager looked at this and looked at my father, and my father's explaining this all, and the manager said, "Mr. Shaw, we so appreciate your honesty. Thank you for doing that. Tell you what, it'd be easier if you just keep this dollar bill." And he said, "No, it's not my dollar bill." And he just turned around and walked out the bank. I wish that my sons could have known my father better, because he passed away while my two oldest sons were very young, and Ryan, my youngest son, had not even been born yet. A number of years later, we were living in Texas at the time, and it was a Saturday afternoon, and Kenny, my oldest son, had just finished his soccer game, and he wanted to stop off at the 7-Eleven like we often did after his soccer games. And we bought our drinks, and we walked back out to the car. And when he came back out to the car, he got in the car, and I said, "Well, where were you?" And he said, "Well, the price tag on my drink was 99 cents. I said, "Yeah, okay." He said, "Well, the guy only charged me 89 cents. I said, "Okay." So, and he said, "Well, I gave him back the dime." And after all these years, somehow, some way, maybe my sons know my father better than I thought.